Tell us about yourself.
My name's Chad. I'm 37 years old. I am a father to three. I am a husband. Close to 10 years now. We've been together, my wife and I. She's actually the one conducting the interview. That's why I'm having a hard time not laughing when I'm answering it. Um, let's see here. I'm I've done singing, songwriting. I do painting. Um, a lot of different things. I have a lot of different interests and stuff about the arts that I usually am involved in some form or another.
Okay. Why do you have an interest in ghost hunting?
When I was a kid, I'd heard a lot of stories and stuff because my family was always very superstitious. So it ended up being that for me, I wanted to be able to straighten that out for some of the younger kids. You know that sometimes there's kids that go through the same kind of things, and if I can set somebody's mind at ease, especially a child's, if their parents think the house is haunted or if they do, then I feel like I've accomplished something. That's the main reason for me is I want to help people.
What do you believe the afterlife is like?
Mostly, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe He's Lord and Savior. Of that, I have no doubt in my mind. I believe that when we pass away, that the earth holds all of our souls, both good and evil, until the day of judgment. I just think it's different planes of reality. On one plane of reality, here on this earth, you have our realm. Then you have a paradise realm where Christ resides until He comes back in the flesh for His second coming. And then you have the negative realm, or the dimension where the condemned souls are, and the fallen angels and things like that. So I believe here's judgment, or here's where we all are until the day of judgment, and then God decides where we all go. That's why He says separate the wheat from the chaff. As at the end of days, He collects all the souls and then divides who is worthy and who's not.
Okay. What was your first ghostly experience?
Earliest I can remember, I used to see a black dog in our house, and I remember the dog very well. I was about 5, 6 years old, and I remember seeing the dog laying underneath the table in the stairwell area of my home, and I used to sit in there and pet the dog and talk to the dog. And Mom, always said that we didn't have a black dog in the house, but I remember very clearly having I don't know if you want to call it imaginary friend, but to me it was very real, and I've never had that experience since, so I believe that was something supernatural.
Well, you kind of answered this question a little bit, but have you ever lived in a haunted house or a haunted place?
The place that we're in right now is kind of almost like a mecca for being haunted. Not literally, but yeah, this house is that we currently own haunted. It's been haunted my whole life. There was one other place that I lived where I had quite a bit of paranormal activity occur, and that was at a apartment complex in West Liberty. Other than that, I've lived about 5 or 6 different places other than those two, and I've never had a paranormal experience at any of those places. Only the two that I mentioned. This house that I grew up in, and the apartment that I had in West Liberty.
What would be your dream place to ghost hunt and why?
For me, if I could do any, which I'll never be able to do this because I'm afraid of flying, and I also am scared of drowning, so I can't take a boat. But if I could do any place in the world that I would personally choose, it'd be probably either Stonehenge or Göbekli Tepe. I would love to ghost hunt. at either one of those places.
Okay. And what are you hoping to take away from ghost hunting? What is your ultimate goal with doing this?
I guess just to satisfy my own curiosity. I spent so much of my youth being afraid, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. I want to, do the best I can to find the answers for myself of what lies beyond life. Are the ones that we've lost still here and still try to connect with us, and we just don't pay attention? Or, are we just not experiencing it? And some people think that they are, and maybe they're not. I've been to some houses that people think it's haunted, and there's nothing even going on there. But I don't know. I mean, I think I kind of wandered off the question a little bit, didn't I? Did I?
Well, I just asked what you were hoping to take away from ghost hunting, like what your ultimate goal was with it, and you want to find the answers.
Yes, I want to be able to have that one piece of evidence. It's like the holy grail of ghost hunting, to have that full body apparition on camera. I think is what every ghost hunter kind of hopes for. That's what I'd like to have, is to get and I know it probably will never happen because most ghost hunters don't even get to see this, but to have the camera set up and actually see someone walk through a room that's not in that location or something like that, that would be pretty cool. So.
Well, one last question. Is there any place you will never, ever go ghost hunt?
I mean, for me, are you talking about in the United States or
Anywhere. Is there anywhere that, like,
the place?
if you had someone pay you to go there, you still wouldn't go because you just are too afraid or too unsure of what really might be there?
Probably any kind of haunted cave system. Anything that has to do with caves. I am scared shitless of tight spaces. It poses a challenge with some investigations because some houses have low ceilings or tight walkways. So, caves are no-go for me. If I ever come across a haunted cave, my ass will not be at that investigation. I'm just saying that straight out.
Alright.
Alright.